Hey guys, Mushid here. I just saw Tubelight and this is my Quickie review. The movie is brought to us by Kabir Khan, the same guy who brought us Ekta Tiger, Kabul Express, Bajrangi Bhaijaan, Phantom, just to name a few. So the movie, as you might already know, stars Salman Khan and Sohail Khan, his brother. After watching Bajrangi Bhaijaan and skipping Phantom, I really was looking forward to Tubelight. For those who don't know the story, it takes place in India around the early 60s. Lakshman, played by Salman Khan, happens to be autistic. Literally everyone in the town calls him Tubelight because he's slow. That's the running joke. Even when they grow up, the whole town still laughs at him being called Tubelight. His little brother Bharat, played by his actual brother Sohail Khan, is the one who stands up for him and takes care of him as both their parents died at a young age. We see they do nothing with their lives until Bharat realizes they kind of need money to continue doing nothing with their lives. So Bharat decides to enlist in the army during the Indo-Chinese War and leaves Lakshman alone for the first time. The rest of the movie is basically Lakshman waiting for his brother's return and the drama that goes on behind. You know what's annoying throughout the movie? I knew there was someone going to be making fun of Lakshman and his disability throughout the movie, just like the guy in Koi Mil Gaya. But seeing the entire village laugh at him? I mean, fine, you would think when they were kids maybe he had a few bullies. But no, even when they got older and someone in the crowd yelled out Tubelight, the entire village used to clap along and basically make fun of him. Not just the kids, but like their parents and their grandparents. But right after that scene, the whole entire village would stand up for him. But after that scene, they would make fun of him again when someone yelled out Tubelight. But then after that scene, everyone would love him again and stand up for him. I think the entire village had a split personality disorder. And to show authenticity of the 60s, they showed all men wearing dress shirts with sweater vests. That's it. Maybe one or two cars that were from the 60s and a new phone line. Like, come on movie, try a little harder. Like me. Like, looking at this, you can clearly tell I'm from the 60s. This is not 2017. Wow, this is gonna sound really dated once it's seen in the future. Actually, no one's gonna watch this in the future. By the way, there are spoilers, so if you want to skip them, skip forward to this time slot right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, now. Now, when Lakshman met the Chinese-looking kid Guo and his mom Liling, why did the mother think it was okay for her son to go alone with a man she just met who clearly happens to be mentally disabled a little bit and go get ice cream? She barely knew Lakshman. And what does Lakshman do once he realizes that the whole town is kind of upset with, seeing him with a Chinese-looking kid, especially during the Indo-Chinese war going on? He leaves Guo and runs away at a very heartwarming way. And literally the next time Lakshman meets the kid and the mother after, completely abandoning her child, she's okay with it because he brought her ice cream. Well, the kid ice cream. Are we sure she's not on the autistic spectrum as well? Going back to bullying, what are we as an audience supposed to be thinking of the character Narayan? I mean, one time he's totally chilling with the brothers, the second he's bashing Lakshman, the third he's breaking and entering the Indo-Chinese guy's house and beating the crap out of him. The next scene he's getting bashed by Lakshman, then he's bashing Lakshman again and making fun of him, and then he's giving boots at the end to Lakshman, basically redeeming himself. I mean, don't get me wrong, the actor did a great job portraying the character, but the character itself seemed to be all over the place. Speaking of all over the place, what the hell was with the twist at the end? I mean, we kind of saw it coming from far that, the brother's going at war, he's definitely not gonna probably make it because, it's war, right? And they even showed him practically dying in front of us. We grieved for him. God, the grieving process in the movie was stretched the hell out. But then out of the blue, he's alive? Especially the way they made that mistake of, confusing the bodies. When they found him alive, weren't they like, oh, this shoe is also the same, squad of the other dead guy's shoe we just found. So we gotta make sure whose shoe this actually belongs to before we tell the goddamn people back home that their loved one is dead. And completely off topic, but was Liling's voice dubbed? If so, why didn't they dub it by someone who's an actual Hindi speaker? If she was born and raised in India her entire life, why was her accent foreign? So stupid. Here's the thing, guys. When I saw the trailer of this movie, I had a feeling that the character of Salman Khan, Lakshman, should have been a child, like an actual child actor, because Lakshman wasn't portraying a slow character, he was just acting like a child, you know what I mean? It should have been a child actor, not a grown man acting like a child. And then I found out that this movie is based on a 2015 Hollywood movie called Little Boy. If you've seen it or have seen the trailer of Little Boy and have seen Tubelight as well, you would see that it's exactly the same. I mean, they've based it on it or have I guess it's a remake? A remake that should have really used a child actor than, Salman Khan acting like a man-child. Again, but at a different level. Man-child, you know what I mean? Salman Khan plays like a man-child every now and then, like Bajrangi Bhaijaan, biggest example, right? But it worked out for him. But in Tubelight, it gets a little cringy, to be very honest. I mean, in the famous word of Robert Downey Jr.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
The movie meant well. I understand where they're coming from about, anti-war message and all that, and I guess how bullying is sometimes okay if the whole village is behind you. But ultimately, it's the lack of depth of characters that hurt the movie. I mean, I really didn't care about the characters that much, to be very honest. They all seemed one-dimensional. There were times when I was wishing Bharat to be back on screen, Suhail Khan, because Lakshman was getting kind of weird and kind of annoying. And I never thought I would say this. Songs were okay, but nothing really stood out to me. That's just me. Cinematography, of course, was beautiful, but some fake scenes were very obviously fake scenes. Fake backdrops. The child actor was okay, but to be very honest, I prefer if the child didn't speak, to be very honest. I mean, that's why Bajrangi Bhaijaan was such a hit. The child actor had absolutely no lines. She was just being adorable. Just her face, that's it, literally. And it worked, right? Here, the child was over smart, especially over smart than Salman Khan, so it was kind of weird to see that. Is it a theater movie? To be very honest, it's more of a time pass movie. Maybe kids might like watching it in theaters, but as an adult, as a general audience, I would skip it. So what did you guys think about Tubelight? Did the trailer do justice to the movie? Did the movie do justice to the trailer? Let me know your views below and I'll see you guys next time. Later.